It's a bird! It's a plane! Actually, it's the Sony Xperia Z Ultra, capturing the hearts and the hands of basketball and football players everywhere. This 6.4-inch phone is the largest smartphone we've reviewed so far, and yes, there's no way to disguise the fact that this thing is ridiculously big. It's taller than the Kindle Paperwhite, and just as wide as a standard Passport. Sony designed it this way on purpose to ensure it offers a similar feel for international travelers. Regardless of how it felt in our hands, however, big phones are absolutely a matter of user preference. Since it's not much smaller than an Nexus 7, we believe there will be some potential buyers who like the idea of having a tablet-sized smartphone that still fits in most pants' pockets. For the vast majority of consumers, though, the Z Ultra will simply be too awkward. Its one redeeming quality is that it's only 6.5mm thin, which makes it actually possible for our fingers to reach around the phone. It's built with a pane of tempered glass on both front and back, which makes it even tougher to grip and much easier to attract smudges and fingerprints. And it also has an aluminum side. By no means are we dismissing the phone just because our hands feel stretched out anytime we try to hold it. There are quite a few adorable traits aside from that. But comfort is key, and unless you're willing to sacrifice comfortable one-handed use for the sake of getting a little extra screen real estate, it's not going to be worth shelling out $700 for the baseline model. Moving on to the device's other qualities. Yes, there is more to the Z Ultra than just its largeness. It offers a triluminous display, which is basically a fancy LED panel with good colors, a bright screen, and great viewing angles. Of the 1080p smartphone screens we've reviewed, this is one of the best. It also has a special touchscreen sensor, which makes it possible to use a pen or pencil as a stylus. This may certainly come in handy for a lot of people, but be prepared to do a lot of buffing after you're done. It also has a 2.2 GHz Snapdragon 800 processor, which means the phone is incredibly fast when it comes to heavy tasks. However, it makes no difference for most of the standard things you do on a phone, so power users will find the most benefit out of this kind of feature. Naturally, with the powerful processor and nice display, there comes a concern about battery life. The Z Ultra comes with a rather large battery. It's close to, but slightly worse than a Galaxy Note 2, but still better than most standard smartphones. But you're not going to see a huge difference when it comes to regular use. For a normal workload, we were able to get around 14 to 15 hours of use, but this number was dramatically reduced for us whenever we had a heavier workload and or a brighter screen. Gaming also drains the battery faster than most other phones, likely thanks to having the latest and greatest GPU running behind the scenes. Lastly, the Z Ultra is built to be waterproof, which in technical terms means that it can last under 5 feet of water for up to 30 minutes. And it can also withstand a lot of dust and other earthly elements. In short, we really like the beautiful display and the snappy processing power on the Z Ultra. We were also satisfied by its audio quality and overall battery life, though it admittedly didn't live up to our higher expectations. And even though we typically don't mind larger screens, the Z Ultra was just a little too large and a little too awkward to hold comfortably unless we were holding it with two hands. Check out our full review as we dive into many more details at Engadget.com.